My name is Chris Cutshall. I'm a specialist in academically and intellectually gifted education with Buncombe County Schools. I was really changed by the opportunity that I had to go to Germany and Poland with the Becoming Witnesses seminar with NCCAT. I had studied about the Holocaust for many years. I had been to the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum with NCCAT and studied there. But there's something about touching and feeling history that changes who you are on the inside. And it makes your passion more real. And being there, seeing these places, putting my feet at the Berlin Wall changed me. I called my dad and I was like, Dad, I'm here. I'm where we read about. And so I can tell students that's also possible for them. Whether you're number 7 out of 9 from a poor family in the mountains, or whether you're from the metropolis of Raleigh, it makes no difference. You can still learn. You still have the opportunity to engage in learning. Because I know this is real, I have to present it to my students, and I have to bring it to my kids. I love photography. It gives the students a chance to see through my eyes. And when we were on the Becoming Witnesses tour in Germany and Poland, there was one moment when we were standing at the Radagast rail station just outside of Łódź, Poland, and we had been talking about memory and how does one commemorate something as horrific as the Holocaust. And a young mother came up with her daughter on a bicycle, much like the bicycle my daughter would be riding, with the lovely sparkling fringe off the handlebars. And she parked her bike right in front of the rail car that people were taken to concentration camps in. And I was able to capture that moment, and it's a great juxtaposition to use with my students when we talk about how does life go on after something like the Holocaust. This particular picture is so valuable to me because it shows where I have walked in the footsteps of so many others. And we teachers have the opportunity and the responsibility to carry what we've learned now to students and generations that will follow. Kids understand the concept of genocide because they understand the concept of being the outsider. Middle school is all about fitting in or not fitting in. And so when we start talking about conflict and we start talking about genocide, we go back to the origins. We go back to the idea of the outsider, the idea of who doesn't belong and why don't they belong, and does anybody really belong? In 7th grade, our year-long focus for my courses is what is conflict and what is the nature of conflict. And so what we were able to do through my work with the Holocaust education is we built bridges between Holocaust education and current conflicts and genocides that are happening around the world. Just most recently, I was able to invite one of the lost boys from Sudan to come to my school and meet my students. This would not have happened without NCCAT. I gained the know-how to bring a guest speaker, but more importantly than just to bring him, to be able to prepare my students for what they were going to see and hear, and to make meaning out of that in a real way so that it wasn't just another thing, we just have another speaker. When the kid looks up and says, that's just like when, that's my applause. That gets me excited because then the student is no longer thinking about the simplicity of what I presented, but is then making those connections and saying, oh, well, it's like this, and then this is like this, and then this is like this. And soon they're no longer thinking about what just happened in my classroom, but they are thinking about things beyond the walls of my school. And that's what education is for.